right, we are set up for today's kids painting tutorial. We are going to do Bruni.
Yep.
With my daughter Clara. Bruni is from Frozen 2, the little lizard guy.
Yep. He's so funny.
He is so funny. So the colors that we are needing today are blue. Bruni is blue. We're going to use some yellow, a little bit of pink, orange, black, white, and red. You can vary on some of these colors. Bruni is blue, so we are going to keep some blue. Keep him our focus today. So I'm adding a little bit of blue. I already have those two colors on my plate, but we'll get to that in a bit. So blue, we are going to add some white next to that, because there's parts in Bruni that are light blue. So we will be using these two colors to help mix our blue. Thank you, Clara.
You're welcome.
Okay, our canvases are 8 by 10s. If you have paper and markers, that works great. Instead, you don't have to do this as a painting. You can always color it in, draw it out, whatever. Okay, I like to use 3 different size brushes. We have a Papa size brush,
Mama,
a Mama size brush,
and a baby
size brush. Baby size brushes are great for detail. Papas are awesome for background and covering. So I'm just gonna place my phone inside my little holder here while I get my hands free. So the first thing we are going to do is grab the baby brush, and we are going to, so first I'm going to take a little bit of blue. I'll try to show you this. I'm going to take some blue with my Mama, moving it to a different spot, and taking some white there as well. We're going to make a lighter blue. If you have a light blue and a dark blue, that works great. Otherwise, we can just mix our own. We are going to make a nice light, more of a sky blue.
Ooh.
I hope that's showing up good on there. I'm trying to mix enough for Clara and myself here.
Baby brush is so much really cute.
It's a cute brush.
Yeah. I just want to hug it.
Okay, so here is our nice blue. I'm gonna stick that Mama brush inside my rinse cup for now, making sure I get off that excess paint for the meantime. Okay, so starting with that baby brush, we're going to jump into that light blue. Okay, so I'm coating my brush nice here. First step, what we're gonna do is focusing on the body shape of Bruni, sorry.
Not Bruno.
Not Bruno, we know a puppy named Bruno. Okay, so what we're gonna do is first, we're gonna start with a little bit of a wave. So it starts up and it comes down.
You like mine?
Yeah, keep on going. We just started, kiddo. Okay. And then it's gonna, this is sort of like a mustache. Little characters have these little lines that we can break down into
it's
different.
Like Olaf.
Olaf has a mustache?
He kind of.
Kind of. Okay.
Ready.
Then we are going to come down from there. It's gonna look sort of like a whale fin.
Yeah.
Okay. So you have to curve your lines in this way. Yep. And his body is going to come down like this. So if you can connect these two lines. So you sort of have like a little cup. If you look at that shape, then inside closer. His neck is going to come down. Slowly curving out. This is where his tummy, his underside, is going to start. That's okay. You can use more paint. I can always mix more of our color if we need to. Okay, and we're going to go down on this side. His tummy comes around. And then it's going to come under his belly like this. Like that.
It's like a whale.
Yeah, it's kind of like a whale, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's sort of a silly looking shape. Okay.
Mine looks like a sock.
A sock? Yeah, it kind of can look like a sock. I'm going to just expand yours this way. Just a little bit.
Because it's a little bit.
There.
Because it's a little bit.
Okay, so then finish your line going up this way, Clara. Okay. Very good. Okay, so the next step, what we're going to do is we are going to fill all that inside. You can switch this to Mama Brush if you want to cover up a little bit more space quickly. So I'm switching to that Mama Brush.
Now you have to switch with the Mama Brush.
Yeah, you can do that.
It's way too hard.
Well, it just takes a little bit longer if you use the tiny brush to do lots of work, right? We'll go back to that baby brush to get a lot of our detail work in too.
Mama, look, I can just like go side to side.
Yeah. I like to drag my brush, getting all the paint out before I grab more. Okay.
I forgot to wash it.
No, you're okay. You don't need to rinse it out. So just, yeah, fill it up full of paint. So yeah, we kind of have this silly looking whale sock looking thing. Right? It's kind of silly looking. That's okay. When we're done, it'll look like Bruni.
Yeah.
Okay, so load up all this.
Thanks, Mom. Thanks.
I'm just trying to help you fill in your space.
Thanks, Mama.
You're welcome.
You're really nice, Mom.
You're a really nice girl.
Thanks.
Cover, cover, cover as much as you can. There we go. Okay. And what we're going to do next is we're going to take a little bit of white. So while our blue is still wet, so you can use your Mama. That's okay. You don't need to rinse it out.
I just wanted to.
So a little bit of white. We're going to give our little Bruni some highlights. So I'm starting a little bit of white on that corner outside edge here. And following that swoop around where his nose is going to sit.
Mom, look.
And I'm going to use more directional painting. So it's this back and forth wisping motion. And follow his mouth again.
Mom, look. Look at that.
Very good. Keep on going.
I need some help.
You're doing good. Okay. Then I'm going
It starts to look like Bruni.
It is kind of. Okay. Then the next step is you're going to take white and you're going to come down his tummy. This is, well, his chest area, I guess. And we're going to leave it darker on this edge, but just lightly taking the white. No, you're okay.
It's kind of fun.
And directional painting, so I'm making a nice curved, blended line in there. And then I'm going to do a little bit more white on this area, not bringing it all the way down.
I want to bring it all the way down. Because it's a little wars.
Okay.
It's like blub, blub.
Okay, so just lightening up some of these other areas, a little bit more there on his tummy. So these little highlights are things that are gonna help give him more dimension, make him look a little bit more 3D.
I added some splashing.
Okay.
Like he's splashing in a puddle.
Okay, so the next step, what we're gonna do is we're gonna put that mama down. We're gonna come back to mama.
Yay.
We are gonna take that baby brush into the dark blue. So no mixing, this is just the dark blue. Now we're gonna do the top part of Bruni's little face. So we're gonna come up from the corner. And it's gonna come down, so like this. So it's like a little bit of a mountain peak.
It looks bad.
With a big rip curl. So there's a wave. Or a backwards C, if you can see that. A backwards C.
Make it a little bit bigger.
Okay, and then making that line a little bit thicker on the top, we are going to help do his forehead, the top of his head area right here. So we're going to bring that across. And this is going to have another bit of sort of that C going this way. You know, when you do your cursive letters. Maybe not in kindergarten, right, Clara? But
yeah.
I know Eli's been practicing in his class.
Yep. Oh, and I found some paint too.
Yeah, oh, did you?
Yeah.
Okay, so there is a C going that way, and kind of a backward C going that way. Very good. Okay, and then what we're gonna do is just lightly cover this dark blue. That's where his nose is gonna go.
Do I sound really quiet?
Yeah, it's quiet. It's good. Means you're concentrating.
Really good at concentrating.
Okay, let's fill all that in with that dark blue. We will revisit these spots that we have here. Those are gonna be Bruni's little eyes.
It's kind of hard because I did a little bit of the alien part.
That's okay. We're gonna use white, and that'll help cover up anything that if your C's are maybe too big on one side or smaller on the other. That's okay.
I need a little bit of white on here.
Yeah, we'll fix that in a little bit.
Thanks, Mom.
Okay, so the next step, we're still using that BB brush.
I need some help, Mama.
Okay, here, switch to your
Mama brush.
mommy brush and fill it in with that dark blue. Hang on, let me rinse it out for you. Stop, hang on. And then we're gonna dab off that excess water. Okay,
Little bit of watery.
It's just water. Okay, Clara's gonna fill in her blue.
With the baby.
With the baby brush.
Or the mama brush.
I'm just gonna grab some of this light blue and connect my line a little bit differently while you fill yours in, okay?
I'm already done filling it in.
You are, okay. So I'm just gonna connect this.
Yeah, I want it connected.
Well, yours is okay.
Okay.
So I'm just making mine.
A little bit like Bruni.
Yeah. Just I see the lines that I want to fix. We're gonna do a little bit of black on this as well, so it's gonna change.
I want to fix this.
Yeah, we'll fix that. I think you should fill that spot in blue though, the dark blue, with your mommy brush. Okay.
It looks like he has chubby cheeks.
Chubby cheeks are good. Okay, the next step, back to our baby brush and that dark blue. Grab the dark blue. There you go. So this part here is going to be where the rest of his body sort of comes in. So his back is going to arrive about halfway up. So it's going to come up, slowly curving your line down. It's starting to look more and more like him, hey?
Goes with the sock.
Yeah. So we're going to have this little bit of a hill going down from about halfway up his neck. Then this line is going to come down here, meet along that tummy line that we have, like this. We're going to have it sort of end right there. Okay, so it's kind of like he's wearing this little backpack right now.
Yeah, he looks cute.
He does look cute. Okay, then the next thing we're going to do is from here, we are going to add a little foot, which is going to sort of make this U shape. And I filled it in already. So this nice U shape. And then he's going to have these little toes. So I just used my brush nice and smooth. 1, 2, 3, 4 lines going into that foot.
1, 2, 3,
4. One more. Okay.
I'm just a little bit on here.
That's good. That looks great. Then we are going to do his front leg that's going to sit over top of his body here. So what's going to happen is this going to have a bit of a curve. And this one is going to come down a little bit of a curve.
Looks like Bruni.
Going there. Yeah, he's sitting there. And we're going to give him 1, 2, 3, 4 toes.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay. We are going to give him a little foot that comes in the front, or well, from behind. So just sitting underneath him like this. You want your little legs to be the same width. So these two, you want them to look about the same.
Let me look. Bruni,
width.
Bruni.
Very good. Keep on going.
I accidentally a little bit did it wrong.
You're okay. We're going to give him 1, 2, 3, 4 little toes.
2, 3, 4 little toes.
And 4 little toes. Okay, and then we're also going to add just a little foot. A little bit of a hint of a foot. Little toes. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's his back foot that he's sort of sitting on. But you can't really tell. Right here.
Right here?
Mm-hmm.
Beside it?
Yeah. Right beside it. Right there. Very good. Bruni needs
his nose.
Well, a tail.
A tail.
So let's do a little tail. The tail is going to come from this backside area.
And it's more.
So you don't want your tail to be too thick. Think about the size that you're going to make it. It's easier to start small. It's okay. I like to wrap mine just around the edge a little bit there. Okay, so what you can do then is, if it's easier for you to fill it in, grab your mommy brush in that dark blue. And fill that in.
I rinsed mine. No, I don't.
Okay. And then fill in that area that we painted.
I can't wait until it dries.
Mm-hmm.
Then it's going like poof, Bruni.
Bruni.
I accidentally painted the white spot.
It's okay. Oh yeah, you did drip a bit, hey?
Yeah.
So fill all that space in.
I did all it. Hello, Bruni.
He's almost there. He's coming along, little guy.
He has a little smile.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's there.
Whoa. Yours looks like real Bruni. And not mine.
Yours is looking good. I've had lots of practice. Lots of kids tell me that, oh, yours looks so much better, but I'm also
very good.
I've had lots of practice. So in doing this, I had that blue on my brush. I'm just going to do this little sweep of that dark blue just under his chin. So this is more of a shading piece right here.
New spot.
Yeah, just kind of dry brushing this on. You can hear it sort of scratching my canvas here.
When are we going on to the red?
After we finish Bruni. So Clara, you need to fill in there. His little leg needs a little bit.
I want to use the baby brush. It's going to act awesome. Right here?
No, inside your leg, honey. There you go.
It's really quick.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Baby brush.
So we did a little bit of highlights in the light blue. We are going to do a little bit of highlights in this dark blue.
You mean light blue?
No, in the dark blue part that we did.
Yeah.
So the same thing, we're going to use that, the highlight is the light blue that you have already mixed. And then you're going to take some of that, just adding a little bit to his back.
Me too. Mine looks like a whale.
Mm-hmm.
What about the dots?
A little bit on the front end of his leg here. We'll add a little bit on the front part of this leg. You can just put a little bit on his little toes there too. They're peeking out in the sun.
Look at that.
A little bit on his tail.
Yours look like green, but not mine. Wah, wah, wah.
That looks great, Clara. Just keep on going. I don't want you to get discouraged. This is your first time, right?
I'm going to take a little bit of a break.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to wait for you to catch up.
Oh, okay. So just adding these few little areas with highlight, that using that light blue, it helps give our little Bruni guy some dimension. Also gonna use some of this on his head. So right where his little nose.
Oh, me too. Bring my brush.
No.
I want my baby brush.
Okay. You have to, if you rinse your brush, you have to dab off the water so that it doesn't drip down your painting. If it starts to do that, then it's gonna, well, run your painting. Okay, we're gonna use a little bit of that light blue, putting it on his forehead, top of his head, and then bringing that sort of around that arch on his eyes. These are like his eyebrows, I guess. So adding a little bit of light color there. And then we're going to add a little bit for where his cheeks kind of sit there. Yep.
Can I a bit erase this?
Well, we can't erase it.
No, like with white.
Yeah, we're going to do eyeballs next. Okay. So
This papa brush is new. Can I use my papa brush?
not yet. So just adding some of those highlights still. So we went around the cheeks,
Yep.
the top of Bruni's little head, a little bit just on his nose. That helps him look a little bit rounder. Under his eyes. And his little cheeks, they look a little bit more rounded. So there's more of his body sort of looking rounder. Maybe add a little bit of highlights to those toes. He's looking cute, isn't he?
Look at mine.
It's very good. Keep
Mine
on going.
Like a Bulbasaur.
A Bulbasaur. Yeah, it kind of looks like a Bulbasaur. Okay. So the next part, I'm going to rinse out that mama brush. We don't need mama brush. We're going to rinse out our baby brush. I just had mine sitting here. We're going to make sure that mommy brush is, or baby brush, sorry, is really, 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 really rinsed out. Because the next part we're going to do is the white part on Bruni's eyes. Okay, nice and gentle to the brushes. You want them to last long, right? You don't want them to get hurt. Okay.
And then we're going to add those special parts.
Yeah, we're gonna do some little leaves and stuff. White. So if your white has kind of mixed up and gotten a little messy, grab some new white, putting it on a different spot on your plate, just to keep it nice and clean for this next part. Taking baby brush, grabbing white, we are going to add it into the two eye pieces here.
I can't see nothing.
Yeah, well, white on white.
I'm going to take it.
So covering up some of that blue to make these big, nice, round.
Oopsie doodle. It's a little bit on
Hey, you touched dark blue?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that means it's still wet. So I just want you to maybe wipe that off. So Clara's was a little bit wet still. So just hang tight on that one then, okay?
Okay. I'll just like touch my this one.
Continuing over on this side. So everybody does use different amounts of paint. Mine is already dry, so I'm just going to keep on moving ahead. Nice and slow, filling in those eyes. Big, big eyes for Bruni. Touch up some of that blue on the outside. You need to rinse. If you rinse, you need to dab off on the napkin because it starts to run. Try again. Okay. Got it?
Got it.
Okay.
Dab, 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 dab.
While that dries a little bit more, yeah, good job. So Clara's just still working on her eyes. The next part, what we're going to do, while the eyes dry, because we have to do blue for inside the eyes and black and some more white. It's kind of a back and forth process. But we're going to do some leaves. Kind of floating around in our backgrounds. We have Bruni's general shape, so that's perfect what we want to do.
We're using our baby brush.
Baby brush. Okay, so we are using orange, red, and yellow, and we are going to make shapes for leaves. Using your baby brush, I'm going to take red first. And this one, for this leaf, I'm going to make a little heart.
Wow, me too.
I know there's lots of little girls that know how to make good hearts.
I can make good hearts.
I know you can.
Remember I didn't know how to make one?
Don't quite remember, but I know you come home with all different kinds of cards and letters from your friends.
Heart.
Okay. Heart. And we can do another one over here.
I'm going to do a really nice one.
And then we'll be turning these hearts into leaves.
How come?
Well, do you remember watching the movie?
Yeah, and making him to love somebody.
Okay, I'm going to rinse out that red from my brush. I'm going to grab some orange. We're going to do some more leaves. So this one I'm just going to do just sort of like an eye shape.
Can you help me do that one? Dab, 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 dab.
Okay, I want you to try first.
I'm going to do it here.
Yeah. Yeah, you can place them wherever you want. Just don't put them on top of Bruni.
Yeah, because Bruni doesn't like that.
No. Okay, and then fill it all in. You might need some more paint on your brush there. Okay. I'm going to do another one maybe up here.
That's a good leaf, Mama.
Oh, thank you.
I'm going to do one right here, just like your Mama.
Okay. I think I'll maybe add another one, maybe right here.
I'm going to do it right here.
Maybe a small little leaf over here. Okay, I'm gonna rinse that out.
Hey.
I'm gonna grab a little bit of yellow.
Oopsie doodle.
Yeah, you didn't dab off your brush onto the napkin. Nice and gentle with the brushes.
Then we can do it.
Okay, I'm gonna add maybe a little yellow leaf. I'm gonna make this one more of a long sort of oval shape. I know you kids know your shapes.
I'm going to make my leaf a square.
A square, okay.
No triangle.
This one
Right.
I'll make longer.
Dab, 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 dab. Up here, I'm just going to do it right here. There. Mine looks very cute.
It is very cute. Once we get more of those details, it'll look more, even more and more and more like Bruni.
It looks very much like Bruni, Mama.
Very good.
See? Oh.
Okay, so we have these little leaves sort of floating around Bruni for now, hey?
Where's my baby brush?
Yep. Extra water, wipe that off. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna jump back into that dark blue. We are going to give Bruni
It's gonna be yellowish.
some blue eyes. So this is kind of a very careful and slow part. Deep breath, hey? My eyes still look a little bit wet, but I'm not too concerned.
Oh.
So in this part, what we're gonna do is you're gonna leave some space around the outside of the eye and the white. The eyes are gonna go inside.
I'm ready back. See?
So you can maybe tell from on my camera here that the blue is,
It's hard.
no, it's pulling into the white, which is mixing on my canvas.
Ta-da! I'm done.
Okay.
Because look, I did too.
Okay, you did too. So there's one eye over there. I'm going to do the other one over here. I'm going to try and make sure that they're sort of the same height, because if I do that, I may be going this way. Well, he's going to have a silly face. Go ahead if you want to do that too. I would love to see what you kids come up with.
He always has.
Maybe challenge your mom or dad, or siblings to do a painting too. And let me see what you've done.
This one, this one, this one, everything.
And create an online gallery.
Can I do on the red? Like the...
Okay. So that's that part for Bruni's eyes. We're going to... So I told you that you needed black. Yep. So black is kind of a tricky color, because it's hard to cover up and fix mistakes. It's possible. You just need extra coats of white. Let it dry. Another coat of white. Let it dry. You have to take your time with it.
Let it be.
Okay. So what we're going to do first is, because we need the blacks of his eyes to dry so that we can add white as well. We're going to put black in the inside. So this part is nice and slow.
Ta-da!
Nice and slow. Careful, we don't need to rush. We don't have anywhere to be.
Oh, man.
What?
Mine looks a little bit bad.
Looks good. He's cute.
Does mine look cute?
He does look cute.
Good.
Okay, put it back down. Okay, we're gonna keep on doing more black. So what we're gonna do, ready? So not too much paint on this one, and you're gonna gently touch your canvas. If you press, the wider the mark is gonna be. So we're going to just lightly do a little nostril, one on his side, good job, and then one on this side. So you can make them sort of tilt, one this way, one that way. Oh, look how cute he's looking. He's coming to life, that little Bruni. Okay, what we're going to do is give a little bit more of a shadow for his eye. Ooh, it's kind of awkward with this phone in front of me.
Yours looks really good.
So nice.
Mine just looks like a lizard.
He does look like a lizard. It looks great.
This looks like a lizard, though. Mommy, my Bruni come to life.
Nice and slow. Oh, it's kind of tough to hold.
My Bruni's back.
Oh, I just got orange on my hand.
Oh, look. Bruni's back.
He's cute. Okay. Careful not to touch like I just did.
Really? Mine is really good. So is you, Mama.
Thank you.
Oh, I had to do that part too. Oopsie doodle.
Nice and slow. Whoop. Now move
What
my...
happens if you add black to black?
Just stays black.
What? That's cool. What about red to black?
It'll make it dark red.
I just did a little bit of bounties.
Okay. So using this black, I'm going to do a little bit of a line following here. gonna do so that's just the following. There's a break in the black right there, and it's coming down this way. We're gonna do a little bit, well, let's do his mouth first. So we're going to have a little bit of a smirk going on for this little guy. If you've seen the movie, you know he's quite the little character. Oh, my brush is starting to fray up a bit.
Mommy, look, it's done.
Very good.
After this, can we have a snack?
You're always thinking about food.
Yeah, because I'm always hungry.
Okay.
This looks really cute.
And then we're going to help Bruni go this way.
You already did mine.
Okay.
Let's go and try.
And then we're going to have a little bit just kind of overhanging there, just under his chin.
The black.
And then we're going to have that line, black line following down.
I'm going to do my two. Oh, it's almost ready for the fold-in.
This line. So you want to be careful not to go over this leg, but you want to make sure that you have the line so that it helps push this little foot behind him. And then what we're going to do is a little bit of a contour line for this leg. So following that leg, some little wrinkles even.
Accidentally.
A little bit of black when it's dripping because you had too much water. You need to wipe off the water before you put it in there again. Okay, so that's, yeah, kind of what's happening here. Little leg. Okay, and then the underside of his belly.
Underside.
That nice little line there. We're going to follow that line.
Looks cute. See, Mommy? My little Bruni.
He's pretty sweet. Following his back leg, going up his back.
There's a little bit of drip there. There's a bit of dripping.
Okay.
Right there.
No.
Right there. Thanks, Mommy.
Okay.
Thank you for fixing it.
Okay, so we went up his back, giving him these little contour lines in between his toes. Help his little feet look there.
Do you want me to get a new napkin?
No, thank you.
Okay.
No, we're not going to waste this. There's lots of room on this. Okay. We're going to do this little front one. Little feet, little wrinkle. Going up. We're going to do his little tail. Okay, so I'm leaving a little bit of a space there, not finishing all the way black. He's looking cute.
Thank you, Mama.
Okay, then we're going to help give our leaves some shape here too. So I'm going to make a little stem. So there's that heart. A little bit of a stem. Nice and soft with my brush. I'm not pushing very hard.
Oopsie doodle, I got a little bit of orange on me.
It's okay.
On my brush. It's oopsie doodle.
Whoopsie doodle.
Do you remember that oopsie doodle movie?
I do not. I'm sorry.
Oh. You don't know it?
No, I don't think so.
It's this Betty's Cafe. And there's an oopsie doodle.
Oh.
It was so creepy.
Oh.
The oopsie doodle. I'm going to do it right here.
Okay, good job. Just adding a little bit of black. Eli is coming to check in on our progress.
Yep. Thanks. Whoa. I know, Eli. You like mine?
Yeah.
Is it cute? Does it look like crazy?
I think he's super cute.
It looks like the reflection of water. Ooh, what's that?
No, it's Bruni, Eli. See? Look at Bruni. Hello, Bruni, the dinosaur.
He's not a dinosaur.
He's a lizard.
He's a little lizard.
Fire-breathing lizard.
Does he breathe fire or does he just combust?
Well, he can run very fast, so it would, like, he would run across a forest, leaving a path of pink fire.
Ah.
I wish we can do that, like pink fire on his back.
Well, let's do that then.
Yeah.
We can do that.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
Pink fire. Rawr.
Clara wants to do pink fire, so we're going to do some pink fire.
Oopsies.
Well, just be careful with the brush, please. Sometimes we just got to be super soft and gentle because they're... Here.
Thank you.
Okay, so now we're going to do pink as requested. So first, Clara, let me show you before you start to do it. Bruni does have a little bit of pink on his back. So using baby brush, make sure it's nice and clean because we don't want it to pick up black that we just had. We're going to do a little bit of pink coming down. I'm just kind of dabbing the paint on.
Honey, look.
Just
It's already done.
cute. Following up his little back. And he does have a little bit of pink. And let's go up his tail.
It doesn't go
So
up
just,
the tail.
just the top part there. Couple little dabs of paint. Oh, isn't he just cute?
He's so cute.
He's adorable. Okay,
That's
so you said pink flames?
Yep.
Okay, so let's do some pink flames. So first we are going to kind of start in the middle. And the same way that we sort of did these leaves is
Look.
these
wait.
nice, okay, that works too. These nice
Yeah,
soft,
because I don't have enough room.
that's okay. These nice soft pink lines. And layers, lots of layers will help.
Hey, Bruni, I love you, Bruni. Can I write Clara on him? Like, there's a little sign.
You kind of ran out of some room. You can sign your work afterwards, but
Like this.
well, not across him, because then you can't tell that he's there. Okay, so let's.
I love Bruni.
That's awesome.
Do you remember when he's in snow?
Oh, careful.
Was in snow, and he was firing the flames, and he got cooled down.
So then, the way that you make these,
Flames.
just think about like teardrops or however you.
Oh, that's awesome.
Isn't he cute?
Yeah. That is adorable.
Mine? Do you like mine?
Okay. So there's some pink flames as requested from Clara there. Kind of on the fly. That's awesome. I'm going to take a little bit of red just to help give our little flames. Not too much though, just a little bit.
Yeah, even sometimes, luckily Elsa is too cold for him. Because then her hand would have been on fire.
Like, excuse me?
Wait there, what's that?
Oh, okay, careful with the tablecloth.
I'm done. Look. It's so funny.
So just adding a little bit of the red throughout, giving it some nice highlights and flares. It's pretty cute. I think that Bruni is adorable.
Right?
Yeah. Okay, hang on.
Is it adorable cute?
He is adorable cute. So the next part though, one very important part to finish up. Oh, let's see. So clean baby brush again, and we're gonna grab that white. So he needs some white in his eyes to give him, by now your paint should be dry. So I'm going to, right in where the kind of the black meets the blue, just a nice little dab in each eye.
Mommy, excuse me.
Just a nice little dab. You want to try and make sure that they're even. Oh, isn't he cute?
Mommy, look at mine.
He's adorable. There we go. There's Bruni on fire. Super cute. Let me know what you think. Send me in. Yeah, I'll show you ours. Let me see your final results. I would love to see what your little kiddos do. I am going to share Clara's. You want to do a drum roll?
Dun, 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 dun.
Dun, dun. There's Clara's creation today. He's so cute.
I made him. There's some hearts right here and there, and there's some yellow leaves and orange. And I add a little bit of fire. And he's like, what's happening?
Okay, thanks for watching. Share the video. Help some kids get some happy distractions.
Yep.
Always good. Okay.
And make sure to help your kids paint.
Okay. Thank you.
And teach. Bye.